Okay, so in this video, let's check out Python numbers. So there is three different numeric type in Python. The first one is integer. Here are the few example of integers such as 1, it is an integer value, minus 20 is also an integer value. So the positive number and the negative number comes under the integer value. Then we have the floating point value. Over here we have 2.0 as an example, or a negative floating value, that is minus 5.28 as another example. Okay, so next type of numeric data type is complex. Okay, so what is complex number? So in mathematical terms we have something called complex number, which consists of two different type of value. Over here, the first value represents the real part and the second value is an imaginary part that is represented by J letter. Okay, so let's actually try this out in Python. Okay, so first we'll declare integer value. A equal to 10. Now if we'll print the variable A, you can see the 10 is being displayed on the output. Okay, now what I will do is that I will check the data type of this variable. Now how to check the data type of this variable? If you are following my video, then in my data type video you might have seen there is one function called type function. Okay, so using this type function we can check the data type of this particular variable. So under the print function we'll write the type function and will pass the variable, that is A. Now if I run this program, you can see the data type of this variable A is integer. Now if I declare the value, that is negative 50. Okay, now if I will print the value B, and if I will check the data type of this variable B, you can see the value 50 is been printed, and over here also the data type of this value is integer. Okay, so this is your integer value. Now the other type of data type we have float. Okay, value. Say for example, if I write the variable height 0.7. okay, now if I will print the variable height and then again I will check the data type of this variable, you can see the variable 6.7 is printed on the output part, and the data type of this variable is floating data type. Okay, now we'll create a negative value of this floating point. Okay, so let's create the negative value. Say for example d equal to minus 30.50. okay, now if I will print d and then I will check the data type of this variable, that is d, you can see 30.5, okay, is printed, as 0 is discarded over here. Now the other type of data type in numeric is your complex value. Okay, now let's create one complex value. Say x equal to 30 plus 59j. Now if I will print x and then I will check the data type of this variable, you can see 30.59j is printed as an output, and the data type of this variable is complex. There is also one way. Over here we have this two value, that is a real part and the imaginary part. Even though if I'm not writing the real part, then two such type of variable will be considered as a complex variable. So for example, if I create 21j as in value, I will assign this 21j as in value to this variable y, and then if I will print y, and then I will check the type of this variable y, it will be a complex variable. Okay, again, if you are writing a negative value over here, that is negative minus 21, then also it will represent a complex value. Okay, so in this way there is three different type of value that we have created. We have created the integer value and floating value and the complex value.